most trusted, most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the 4th year in a row.
Now on News Channel 6 at 7, thousands of Georgia families could soon have more public school options. We're digging deeper into the future of the Pink Palace, but will the Chamber of Commerce finally share what's in store for the Wilkes County building? The possibility of a strike for members of the Augusta Transit Union could soon become reality. What that would mean to the people who rely on buses for transportation. Your News at 7 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 7.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Happy Friday. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with Georgia. The State Charter Schools Commission has approved 4 new public charter schools. Atlanta Bureau Chief Arjit Seshadri reports.
Georgia is expanding its public charter school options with 4 new schools now approved to open across the state. The new schools include a statewide online charter school, plus new campuses in Dublin, Valdosta, and Sandy Springs.
If you look at other states of size, Georgia is the 8th most populated state in the United States. We rank dead last in terms of charter school access. You take the other top 9 most populated states, they have 1 charter school for every 55,000 residents. In Georgia, that's 1 for every 118,000.
3 of the 4 charter schools were developed through the Georgia Charter School Association's incubator program. That helps founders design their schools, build community support, and prepare to open their doors.
So it starts with the academic modeling for the school, right? And so it goes back to even a founding team members, like them getting in front of families and community members to see what is most wanted in that community, right? And so for a particular charter school that offers certain dual language options or language immersion options for families and students.
Supporters say the new schools could help reduce wait lists, with more than 21,000 students currently waiting for a charter school seat in Georgia.
So bringing together a governing board that's representative of the community, holding town halls, community sessions, meetings, focus groups with the local community so that we know that when this school opens, it is a reflection of the needs and wants of that community.
Charter school leaders say finding and paying for facilities remains one of their biggest challenges, with some schools spending up to 20% of their budget on rent, maintenance, and construction. They say additional funding would help create more classroom space, expand programs, and serve more students. Reporting in Atlanta, Arjit Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.
Charter schools are public, tuition-free, and open to all students while offering specialized programs. Well, people in Hancock County want more information about reported snake sightings around local schools. The people we spoke with in Sparta say student safety is their biggest concern. One man with family in the school system says he wants more inspections and more information from the district.
The word infestation is probably not a very good term to use for these situations. That implies that the animals are congregating somewhere that they want to be, in a building, in a house, like in the same way we say we have an infestation. But seeing snakes outside is normal. It's not necessarily a cause for concern.
We have reached out to Hancock County Schools to confirm what was found. We're still waiting to hear back. It's time now for a first look at our weather with meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Jenna.
Well, Dee, it's looking pretty good out there. Most of us dry on this Friday evening. I was tracking some heavier rain and thunderstorms down in Johnson and Washington counties earlier. Now just some light rain near Louisville. And then you can see up towards the northeast, Saluda County has some spotty showers here and there. But like I mentioned, most of us dry. We have a mix of sun and clouds here. This is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview network across the CSRA. We started out at 71 degrees in Augusta, then made it to a high of 90 this afternoon. That puts us 4 degrees below average, and a lot of us are actually in the 80s. Not bad at all for the 7 o'clock hour. 87 in Evans, 84 in Allendale and Augusta, Aiken at 85, 87 in Gibson, and still 92 in Lincolnton, with the heat index a little bit hotter north of I-20, feeling like those upper 90s. Now winds are coming out of the southeast, 8 miles per hour in Aiken. For the rest of your Friday evening, we will be dry and temperatures will be falling into the upper 70s by the 10 o'clock hour. So we're back to a 40% chance of rain and storms tomorrow. tomorrow, then down to 30% Sunday and Monday. And I'll time that out on your feature cast coming up. But back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. A new business coming to a well-known building in Wilkes County. News Channel 6's Ryan Lynch shows us why the building is the talk of the town.
The Pink Palace behind me has been undergoing renovations since January. As for what this business will become, only a select few know. The Pink Palace name is only a nickname for now. The owner and the Washington Chamber of Commerce are keeping the business a secret. People are interested in the project because the building has stood for many years. It has been many things in its history. In the 1930s, it was a gas station. Now, it will be a part of the growth in Wilkes County.
The county, the city, and the Chamber of Commerce are all three working with different companies or individuals on bringing different businesses to Wilkes County. And we can see this growth coming, had a lot of changes in the last few years, all positive, and we're looking forward to having these new businesses come to town and continue our growth.
The Pink Palace plans to finish construction by November. Until then, it remains a mystery. In Washington, Ryan Lynch, WJBF News Channel 6.
Augusta transit workers are on the brink of a strike. Roughly 2,000 people use Augusta's public. And up next, back to school shopping is in full swing, and it's your chance to save big. We have more on what qualifies for South Carolina's tax-free weekend.
Good evening, I'm Carol Blackman with the Cash Week.
South, not Georgia.
2 human cases of the West Nile virus were diagnosed in South Carolina, experts say. They say you can only catch the virus from the bite of an infected mosquito, not from another person. Symptoms include fever, headache, joint pain, muscle pain, and occasionally nausea and vomiting.
Between humidity, stagnant water, and the amount of different water areas that we have in this area, it's prone to mosquito population.
Doctors say the best defense against West Nile is prevention and encourages people to wear bug spray and get rid of containers holding stagnant water. Well, tax-free weekend has begun in South Carolina. That means the state's 6% sales tax will not apply to some items. Ripley Simone explains.
Tax-free weekend in South Carolina means one thing and one thing only. As long as an item is eligible, it's tax-free. That means you can save money on clothing, school supplies, and more. Tax-free weekend is happening now in South Carolina through this Sunday, August 9th. Shoppers are encouraged to spend this 72-hour period making specific purchases because they won't pay the state's 6% sales tax or any local sales taxes. So what can you buy? The South Carolina Department of Revenue says the broad categories are school supplies, clothing, footwear and accessories, computers and technology, and bed and bath items. But note, not every item within those categories is exempt. Now that you know what you can buy, where can you buy it? In Spartanburg, we found Once Upon a Child, a locally owned retail store.
We have book bags right now. We've actually brought some to show you guys. We are 50% off on all of our back to school right now. That's included with our tax-free. We also provide baby clothes starting from newborn all the way to our youth 12. We also sell shoes, clothes.
Tax-free weekend benefits customers and sellers. Employees at Once Upon a Child told me within just a few hours of the first day of tax-free weekend, they've already made what they would in an entire day. So they want to help customers out even more.
They come in and shop this weekend. We are offering $5 in coupons to anybody who mentions a news story.
SCDOR says last year South Carolina shoppers saved over $1 million during tax-free weekend.
We will have a typical summertime forecast this weekend, meaning it will be hot and humid, and we will have some chances of showers and storms. I'll have all the details when we return.
I'm Greg.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here,
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
now, your most most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Luckily, it's been a mostly dry day, so great for some evening plans out and about. We're just tracking some isolated showers in Saluda and Edgefield County, a little bit of light rain in Washington County, but all of that is fading away. And we're left with a beautiful view here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam where it's completely dry. This is over the bridge looking at the Savannah River in downtown Augusta. So 84 degrees out there, feeling like 90. We have light winds out of the south-southeast. Dew points are in the low 70s, and our sunset will be at 8:22. So we have scattered showers and storms in parts of the southeast up towards the east coast. High pressure is driving in this southeast wind, and that is leading to some moisture. So it's a rinse and repeat forecast as we head into the weekend, an increased chance of some heavier downpours. But this is overall pretty typical summertime pattern. The only difference is that temperatures are still trending a couple degrees below average. So we'll be at 90 tomorrow with rain chances up to 40%. Most of that activity will be in the southern portion of the CSRA. Then on Sunday, rain chances at 30%. Now, when it comes to some higher rain chances, that's unfortunately going to be over at the beach. So keep that in mind if you're headed to Tybee Island this weekend. 80% chance of rain tomorrow, 70% at Folly Beach. Your best bet is going up to the northern part of the state, 20% chance over at Myrtle Beach. Now, the good news with all the clouds and rain, that'll keep the UV index a bit lower, and that includes here in the CSRA as well. We are under a marginal risk of excessive rainfall, but that higher threat of flash flooding will be along the beaches where there is a slight risk of that tomorrow. So here's our forecast for here in town. We're starting out the day dry, 70 degrees, some patchy fog. Then we'll be hitting 90 in the afternoon with some showers and storms moving in. So higher rainfall totals will be in the southern portion of our viewing area. That's where we could have some pockets of around 2 to 4 inches through Sunday. However, most of us will stay very dry with this activity staying very spotty in nature. So here's tomorrow at 7 a.m., a cloudy start, mostly dry. Then that activity starts to move in from the coastline. There's a look at noon. So it's definitely possible that Augusta or Aiken could have a quick shower, but it won't be an all-day washout. You can see by 5 o'clock, just some light rain showers lingering in the southern portion of our area, and then we're all dry by Saturday night, staying dry going into our Sunday morning. So Sunday will be a great day for outdoor plans as well. Just keep an eye on radar as we will see a few showers and storms develop during the afternoon. Now next week we have a bit of a pattern change. We're going back to reality. Highs will trend closer to average or even slightly above average in the middle 90s with the heat index over 100 degrees and some lower rain chances. But good news in the tropics, no systems expected over the next 7 days. And NOAA actually just updated their 2026 Atlantic hurricane season forecast. They're now going with a 75% chance of a below average season. So definitely good news there. Our 10-day forecast is showing the sunshine next week with high temperatures getting into the middle 90s. And we will be down to around a 20% chance of rain throughout the middle of the week. Then some higher rain chances as we go into next week. And now it's time for a look at the Partly Cloudy podcast. The weather team recently launched the Live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network. Avery Gray and I talked to Dr. Marty Bell from Tempest to answer your questions about the weather stations in this week's Partly Cloudy podcast.
For those who don't know, how does the Tempest weather station vary from your traditional at-home weather station?
Basically, no moving parts. And to do that, we have a haptic rain sensor, so that removes the spring bucket. We have a sonic anemometer, so that removes the need for the anemometer. And so if you have no moving parts, you now have less maintenance, less things to care about. And so the thing, will just basically run. We can see what the station is doing remotely. We're able to obviously do a lot with the data and deliver the data to our consumers in a variety of ways. But we can monitor the performance. We can understand when calibrations need to be done, and we do a lot of calibration work. This sensor is not living on its own. This sensor is living in a network of many other sensors around it. Like typically in a neighborhood, you might find 4 or 5 Tempest weather stations. So we can do a lot with that data that you can't do if it's just a station and a screen that you buy to put in your house. So these differences, they run pretty deep.
Tempest and how the data is incorporated into our forecast. Watch this week's podcast on WJBF 6+.
President Trump is again a look at a bizarre Netflix promotion that's going viral in California.
50 years, one thing has never changed. When people in our community needed help, George Sink Injury Lawyers was there. Thank you for trusting us for 50 years.
Truckville is getting a makeover, and this is your chance to sport.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, think AGS and fly out of Augusta Regional Airport. With direct flights to Atlanta, Charlotte, Dallas-Fort Worth, and Washington, D.C., Augusta Regional Airport is your gateway to hundreds of destinations. Plus, enjoy the added benefits of convenient parking and shorter security lines. Why travel before you travel? Compare flights and travel expenses at flyags.com. Augusta Regional Airport. Fly there, fly home.
Think you've seen everything on your favorite show? Take a closer look at Maud's neck.
Look at me. Just look at me. Huh?
Never mind, you can't.
What?
Scarves. Turtlenecks. Even when she's going to bed.
Good night.
It's always covered up.
I should have become a nun years ago.
Take a closer look at Antenna TV.
Antenna TV.
Car crashes, truck wrecks,
motorcycle accidents,
work injuries,
nursing home negligence,
disability.
If you need legal help,
the Sync team is ready to fight for you.
think Sync. Think Sync?
Think Sync.
This billboard is in Hollywood and has a man living inside it. He's been waving to people, drinking coffee, and holding up messages to anyone looking up. This guy will stay in the billboard, he says, through tomorrow. It's a promotion for a new movie called The Last House, and it's on Netflix.
Wow, that is kind of creeping me out. I don't like that.
I wonder how long does he get to sleep? I mean, the sun probably beams down and everything, but it's a cool way to get attention. We're talking about it all the way in Georgia.
I feel like it would be such a distraction to drivers, though.
Yeah, it would be. Definitely. Like, wait a minute, is that some movement up there?
Yeah, because it would freak you out because you're not used to... I mean, some of the billboards move nowadays,
Yeah,
but, like, that
with a
is a different type of movement.
Very interesting.
Wow. Well, here's a look at our low temperatures for tonight. We are going to be around average in the lower 70s. So nothing to worry about tonight, no rain or storms. Now, as for the high temperatures tomorrow, still slightly below average in the low 90s for some of us, upper 80s for others, and we'll have some showers and storms move in during the afternoon and early evening. So starting out the day dry, then it will be dry Saturday night going into Sunday. We'll have just a 30% chance of some pop-up activity Sunday afternoon. Then we start to heat up next week. We'll be up to 95 degrees. It'll be mostly sunny with rain chances down to 20%. And then you can see by the following weekend, we will have those rain chances start to increase again. It does seem like we've been in a pattern here recently, Dee, where it's been pretty rainy over the weekends, unfortunately, and then the middle of the week's a little bit drier. So that's what's happening as we go into next week. But I know you don't like the heat. We are going to see a heat index around 100 to 105. That is hot, but I keep emphasizing it's still not as bad as it could be.
This is true.
Trying to be positive here.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We appreciate it. Thanks so much. We appreciate you watching us tonight. And our next news is at 11. Have a good night.
I've investigated cases